Greetings, guys. It's Fancy, the award winning editor in chief of Swagger Magazine, and I am coming to you all live this evening to remind you all that we are 2 days away from closing registration for our Winning Women 2023 digital directory. For those who may be interested in being listed in the directory, the website has been updated a little because we added on some perks. So as I mentioned before the other day, I was sharing that we have a goal of 100 women for this directory. And for those who are unfamiliar with the directory, the Winning Women 2023 digital directory is, of course, going to be digital. But so that means that people will be able to download it. But the directory itself is for the intentional Black woman. Now, when we say the intentional, well, actually, the intentional Black businesswoman, because it's going to be full of vendors. But you know what? Like, you don't have to be a businesswoman to actually view the directory. It's going to be free. So you'll be able to download it and access it whenever you like. But it is for those who are, who have a business to be listed. I see Ron Matthews says sending love. Thank you, Ron. And I'm not certain how to pronounce your name, but you said great. Thank you. Hey there, Aaron. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. So, the directory is going to be published in January, and our goal is to actually have 100 Black women included in the directory. We kind of have a few, but a lot of those are like friend submissions, and so we do need you all support. It's not often that I come on here and say, hey, we need support, but I think this is a good goal because we're trying to create an ecosystem of Black business women. So being in the directory has its perks, but before I get to those, I was describing the intentional woman. So the intentional woman is one of those who is like actually pursues other Black business women when they're looking for their service providers, or they're looking for vendors or contractors for projects or people to partner with. Then you'll have this listing available to you so that you can, reach out to them and further connect. And the cool thing about the directory is that it's going to be hyperlinked. So oftentimes, we're posting we're just posting about our businesses or posting our marketing posts on social media, but we're not able to click on those links. So in this directory, it will hyperlink directly to their website or whatever web presence that they have so that you can continue the conversation with them. And sorry, we're having some work done in the house right now. But she believes in creating win-win situations, and by win-win situations I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward, but oftentimes and I know just as business owners or even just as people, not everybody has that same belief. Like, a lot of people can be takers and they never bother to give, but this woman in particular, the intentional Black businesswoman, is very mindful, that she is not only getting or receiving, but that she's also a giving person. So also that means, we can't make you support anybody else in the directory if you buy into the directory, but we do strongly suggest it. For us at Swagger Magazine, we will definitely be reaching out to those who oh, look, I'm not even reading y'all comments because I'm so into talking. Thank you, Aaron. I see you said I'm in. Well, you can always shoot me a message, but let me drop the link before I forget that. But what was I saying? I got so distracted, and y'all, that is not, well, that's not the smoke alarm, I don't think. So before y'all start making those comments, because I know how they be happening in people videos, but that's not the case. So, um, she's all about supporting and lifting as we climb. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. So it's not like a, hey, I just want everybody to support me. But the other cool thing about the directory is that it has its perks outside of the fact that you'll be listed, which is good for 1 year. So all of 2023, you'll be listed there for free. We do intend to do a updated version in the middle of the year. So then your listing could be updated because you may have had changes to take place in your business, like, you never know. You might have a new website, or you might offer a new product or service. As far as the listings themselves, then those can be, it includes image of you, a professional image. We include your logo, and then the listing has your website and a description. So it's not like, oftentimes there's a max, well, we do have a max word count, but it's actually 450 words because we do have a little bit of real estate to be able to play with it. So we want to make certain that, people are not only familiar with brand, but they're also familiar with you. So you can use that space however you like to describe you and your business, but it is a maximum of 450 words. And then what else do I need to let y'all know? But for those who might be unfamiliar with being listed in a directory, it does have its benefits. And I wanted to point out 3 of those benefits to you guys. So number 1, being in a directory helps provide a snapshot of your business. So basically, with that description that I just gave, that I was just describing to you all, sounds funny to say description and describe it in the same sentence, but in that description, that's how you're gonna basically pitch your business in that description. But you do have a little bit of room, like I said, but it is still a snapshot, but the visuals and everything are going to be nice. So it's going to be a nice looking snapshot. What else? It helps to build brand awareness for those who might be new in business. I think this is a really great opportunity because it places you in an area that brings me to my next point. It helps to draw traffic to your brand or your website. Well, to your brand, but to your website as well. So for those of you who may not receive a lot of traffic on your website, you'll be able to get that because you'll have that hyperlink there that goes, from the directory to wherever you're located at. And that helps to build brand awareness. People may not automatically buy in that first visit, but now they are aware of you. And then that means that they're going to keep you at the forefront if they found something to be unique or impressive about your brand. So, those are just the 3 of the benefits of advertising in a directory, because it is advertisement, but also we're going to be marketing the directory as well. So you would also be included in any marketing materials that we create. A lot of the women I've kind of noticed, they've kind of shied away from that part. But if you're one of those who is like you look for other opportunities to put your brand out there in the spotlight, I definitely think this is a great idea for you. And then the perks themselves, well, outside of those benefits, the actual perks is that you're going to be a part of an exclusive membership for our Facebook group that we have been waiting so long to actually launch, but we're now prepared to launch that. So we're not quite yet ready to prepare to launch it, but we're gonna be ready in 2023. So you all will be members of that, and this will be an exclusive invite only to those women who are listed in the directory, and of course the swagger clients, because we always include them in everything. And then you'd also be a preferred vendor. And when I say that, because oftentimes a lot of people might say that and it's like for somebody else, but then we're saying a preferred vendor for us, as far as like for when we're reaching out to, we need a graphic designer or a photographer. If we have any of those listed, those will be the people that we'll check out before deciding to go to someone else. And then the third perk of this is you also get a discount on swagger products and services. So we're going to be doing like some swag bucks, or we'll do discount codes, and you'll be able to use those for select products and services, or sometimes it might be open to whatever products and services that we offer. I would think with the exclusion of our public relations services, though, like you wouldn't be able to use it for anything like that, but you could use it for other stuff, because that's our higher ticket offer. So of course we're not, we can't get swag books on it. But I don't know if you all have any questions for me. I'm going to drop the link in the comments just for you all to be able to click on it. I posted it on the page, but I know that can be like a headache. I posted it on the screen, but also it's just a lot easier for you guys to be able to click on it and go there directly. If you all are clicking on it, and you could come back and ask me any questions that you may have. Yeah, I think that's kind of everything. Did y'all have any questions? That was a lot to be said, though, seems like it. But I actually wrote out my notes this time. I'm very proud of myself because I feel like I kind of been rambling when I've gone live several of the other times, and that is something that I'm working on. But for those who have followed the magazine for some time, like I've been slowly transitioning out of my behind the scenes thing and being more in front of the camera. So, yeah, but I'm getting a little bit more used to it now. It's just kind of like a matter of, am I going to get dressed up and put on makeup and all that stuff? But, or what am I going to talk about? Because I do not believe in going live and just hanging out. I don't see how people do that. But I'm not seeing any questions at this time. So if you do have questions later on after the broadcast, you can always reach out to us at, I'm going to put our email in the comments. So that's advertise@swagger.net. You can always reach out to us there, or you can always reach out via the page. Jermel is normally the one that handles the page, so he can answer any questions that you may have. If you're on LinkedIn, it would probably be best to use the email because we don't really be on LinkedIn and YouTube as much, but you all can definitely reach us by email if you like. So I realized I told you all everything, but I don't know if I told y'all that the biggest thing is the listing in the directory is only $50. So that's not really expensive at all. I find it to be very inexpensive. So if anybody has any other questions though, again, I've gave you all the contact information as well as the page that you all can visit and see some of the reasons why other women have decided to join the directory. And I need to kind of add some more on there because we have maybe about 20 women so far. But my goal, as I said, is 100. So I don't know how that's going to go, but if we don't hit 100 this time, we can maybe go for 100 in July. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So thank you all for tuning in, and peace and blessings. And y'all have a great day.